nipa baku mienu miensa na so enai na medube fie. Hey, Sandie, you do. He was not having it. Hey, he has some kitwa. It shock you? It shocked me too. No be small. Hello blessed, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sandra and this is Sandie's Joyful Space. You are welcome, you are welcome, you are welcome, you are welcome. Today's video, I'll be giving you all the gist, all the tea with my experience with Ghanaian Landlord, Ghanaian Efiera. That is what we'll be talking about today. Let's dive right into the video. And before you know it, I got a place. I was so happy about it. I was excited. It was a nice place. It was close to my school and close to the school my brother would love to go. So everything was cool. We paid, we moved in, and the man asked us how many of you are coming. I said we are two, just me and my brother. And he was like, is that all? I said that is all. And we moved in. He was such a nice man. He was a bachelor at that time. He was so calm. He was so cool. He doesn't give us problem. He doesn't even talk. I was enjoying my stay there. You know one thing I studied about Ghanaian Landlord? If you are doing the right thing, paying your bills at the right time, you're not giving them problem, then everything is okay. That is good. It's cool. So after some months, guess what your sister did? You don't want to know what I did. You don't want to know. And then nipa baku mienu miensa na so enai na medube fie. Hey, Sandie, you do. Hey, I didn't bring in 1, 2, 3, but 4 people. Hey, 4 into the house. All together we were 6, including me and my little brother. Hey, the landlord was like, Hey, he was shocked. He was speechless. He didn't say anything. No. Me too. I didn't know that what I did is wrong. For me, I've paid the rent. What else? I can bring you all my family members, all my village people, if I like. So, I didn't know anything. No. If I knew that, will I try it? After this landlord was just looking at me. Okay, sister. Continue. You know what? Continue. You can bring everybody you like. I know what to do. You just continue. He didn't say anything. He was calm about it. And not knowing that there was also a day my sister was complaining, this way this man even build this house, why did they do it like this? That they were outside, because the house is fenced and it's having a gate. So my sister was just talking about the house, things she doesn't like about the house. Not knowing the landlord was coming in, it was outside, he was about to enter. So he heard it. And when he opened the gate, it's like the ground should open up. That day, I didn't even know what to say. So I was quarreling with my sister. You two, why were you saying this outside? This man and said, he did not hear. That's how we argue. Of a truth, the man heard everything. Clear, fine. And he was waiting for me. He said, don't worry, my sister. I know where to get you. You just continue doing what you are doing. If I knew. Hey! I'm a Jimmy Pow. Hey, shit. Thinking back, in fact, let me continue. At that time, my sister's husband wanted to do something in Ghana. He came for something. So it was my sister, the husband, their daughter, and my sister's husband's friend. So the 4 of them, they came. There was 2 chambers and a hall. So 2 bedrooms and a living room. So it was kind of okay. They were not planning to stay for a long time. They thought it would just be 1, 2, 3 months. And everything is okay, and they will decide and they will know what to do. At the end of the day, they end up spending almost 1 year. Actually, it was not really their fault. It was because what they were doing, it delayed. Then they decided that okay, it's not working out, and then they went back to Nigeria. So it was time to renew the rent. So I went to my landlord. I want to renew my rent, blah 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 blah, and all this. At this time, all my guests have now gone back to Nigeria. It's now left with me and my younger brother. I want to renew rent. The landlord was just looking at me. Okay. Oh, good. Hey. Okay, no problem. I'll get back to you. Okay, good and fine. And the landlord called me one fateful day and told me that, okay, mommy, I'm not going to be renewing your rent. I'm like, huh? You say? You say what? You say, hey, at that point, my head began to do tum 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 tum, tin 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 tin. Because I was in my final year in nursing school. I was doing my case study. I was doing my research. I was busy reading for my final exams. Like, a lot of things was going on at this point. It was just like 2 months away to my licensing exams. I was so busy with my research, with my case study, with reading for my exams, with a lot of things. And I began to beg this man. I was begging. Looking for an apartment was not the problem, but it was just like the timing was so wrong. He did not tell me that I did anything wrong. He just counted that he want to renovate, he want to do this, he want to do that. Ha! I begged and begged. I was just like, okay, she just give me time after my exams and I'll look for a place. He was not having it. He was not having it. Hey, my people. Here's some kitwa. This is what I'm saying. It's not small problem. Because where will I start from? I didn't know what to do again. At this point, I decided to call my pastor to come and help me to talk to him, to come and help me to beg. Hey, my pastor came, talked to him, explained to him, and then he opened up to my pastor that, okay, this and this happened, that and that happened, this and this happened, and in fact, that is not just the main reason why he is not like renewing our rent. It's because he wants to renovate, but he just mentioned these things that, okay, we also did this thing that he wasn't pleased with. Gung gung, gung 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 gung. Then everything began to register in my head. Dun 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 dun, tin 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 tin. I began to know that, okay, of a truth, I played a big role in all this. He complained about some few things, that he knows that I'm always busy. I always leave the house early and come back most times late in the evening or late in the afternoon. But I should have been instructing my younger brother to always be sweeping like outside the compound. Sometimes it's dirty and I don't instruct him. He's not blaming me because he knows I was actually very busy. He sees me all the time when I go out and come in. But he expected me to instruct my younger brother and like keep him on his toes. And also like how I told him we were 2 at the beginning and we ended up becoming 6 and all that, and how also this and this, that and that. At that point, I just realized that, you know what, Sandie, it's time to look for an apartment. I just got like a reality check that at this point, like, it's done. I messed up big time. Because I was in a hurry, I got like 2 agents. I was looking for apartments, like, you know, going there. I was so even busy with schoolwork that sometimes when they will call me that I should come and check an apartment, I'm in class. So I have to tell them that, okay, please, can they book it towards this time and all that. It was not easy. Hey, yeah, easy crowd. So that was how one rainy day I was walking on the street looking for apartment with my agent. A friend of mine just saw me. Like, what are you doing? I said, I'm looking for apartment. We were like, there's a free place in my place, so why don't you go and check? Go and check it. I say, in your place? He said, yes. Quickly, oh. Like, I ran there. It was just like across the street. I ran there, oh. And when I got there, everything was okay. I didn't even, because I was in a haste, I was not even ready to check anything. There was not even kitchen. I said, please, I will erect kitchen there. Like, I was in a hurry. Anything goes. So that was how I took this apartment. I was happy about it because at least I've seen a place. I can now concentrate and focus on my studies. So that was how I moved out and moved to another apartment. So please, I want to advise you, if you're a Ghanaian, if you're a foreigner, wherever you are, when you tell a Ghanaian if you're that you are 1, 2, or 3 who is coming to rent an apartment, please let it be so. Please, don't go and bring your whole village, don't pack your whole village. Like, you will get the shocker of your life. That one is not their fault. It is you who have bring yourself. And always do the right thing. Don't give them problem. Ghana, if you they don't like problem, they don't like stress. If it is time you know that you have to sweep, please sweep. If you know that it's time to pay this bill, pay, and don't give them problem. If you don't give them problem, they will not give you problem. Except some few ones who are just naturally problematic, which you can meet in everywhere. This doesn't have to do with like the culture or anything. It's just an individual thing. Some people are just naturally troublesome. So when you meet that kind of Efiera, that one you know how to handle it. But generally, Ghanaian Efiera, they are calm, they don't have problem. If you put yourself where, then they put you where. If you bring yourself one kind, then they give it to you like that. So that was how I moved to a new apartment. I was happy. Someone I know also lives in the compound and all that, and everything was cool and fine. And when I moved in, meter problem. My former place, we have our own prepaid meter. There was no problem. Everything was fine. When we buy, we buy. When we don't buy, we don't buy. It's your problem. It's your issue. We're using it alone. So when I moved into this new apartment, yes, we had our own meter also. But this meter was swallowing my money. It's not small problem. I can buy 15 CDs today. Tomorrow evening is finished. Like that's how I experience it sometimes. I'm not joking though. What is going on? I asked the landlord, please, what is wrong with this meter? I don't have so many gadgets, just television and my small cooking fridge that I have. What is going on? I was complaining to the landlord. I was not understanding. How can this meter be swallowing money like this? I was spending all my money on electricity, and it was intense because I've lived somewhere else before. It was not like this. Not like I've never lived somewhere else before. So I was not understanding this. And the landlord was like, he doesn't know the meter was having problem before. That was how the former tenant was complaining. Doesn't understand the meter. I was like, people did not tell me this when I was renting this house. So I went to call the ECG. They looked at it and they told me that the meter was not well registered. It was a wrong registration. Whether something, they have to do this, they have to do that. I have to apply for a new meter, this and that and this. Hey, the way I work on this meter, ECG office became my second house. Hey, shit, you don't know. Hey, I was going there all the time. Do this for me. Sometimes the light will just strip off. I have to take the card there until ECG people will put it in some machine or do something before I can go and buy. Sometimes I will buy card. It will not work on the meter. Like the meter was just giving me problem. I want to even get a new one. It was not easy applying for a new one. I went there with the landlord. They were just like turning the whole thing like here and there. There was no head and tail to the whole situation. So I was just managing it like that too. So that was how I was facing that issue. But I was okay with the place because I was not having problem with the landlord or with anybody. So I was fine. I was okay. I was living peacefully there. So at this time, I've now written my final exams. I've lived in the house for like 1 year. So this is like 1 year after. What my sister and the husband was planning to do, like not like clicked. So they were like planning to relocate back to Ghana. So don't worry. At this time, like I already know. I know what to do. I know the right thing. So I spoke to my landlord. He was like, oh, it's fine. It's cool by it. There's no problem. So that was how my sister, the husband, and her 2 kids relocated and came to Ghana, and we're all living together. And at this time, my little brother was already in Europe. So it was just me, my sister, the husband, and her 2 kids. So they were all living there together, and everything was fine. And not long after, also like 3 months after, I also left to Europe. So they were the only one now living at that place. Here I left, not long after, my sister started giving me some complaints like here and there, some little complaints, and I was just telling her that, oh, she should be calm. When I was there, I really did not experience some of all these things she's saying and all that. And so my sister now told me that, okay, at this point she would like to rent another apartment because I rented this one, and when they wanted to renew the rent, they now used like her name. It was now a contract. So she renewed the rent. She paid for 2 years. But after she just paid and renewed the rent, the attitude of the landlord changed and all that. She was no longer understanding how things were going, started to behave somehow to them, which I don't want to go into because I was not the one involved directly with it. So she now told me that, oh, she would like to like look for another place because she does not feel comfortable anymore and all that. And I told her, fine, she can move out if she wants to. So she spoke to the landlord that she would like to move out. The landlord was like, oh, cool. When she moves out and someone moves in, it will refund her her money. So she was like, cool and fine. So my sister started looking for an apartment and all that. She was looking for. It took her some time, and then she found an apartment, and then she moved out with her family. And then she made an agreement with the landlord that when someone moves in, they'll refund back her money. So good and fine. I think at this time, the landlord had to refund her like 1 year rent. I'm not really so sure, but the landlord had to refund her some money. So when she left, 1 month passed. She didn't hear anything from the landlord. 2 months, she didn't hear anything because she moved like really far away. She moved outside Tema. After like 2 months, she was not hearing anything from the landlord. It was going to like 3 months. So she was like, no, let her go and find out what is going on. So when she got there, she saw that somebody was already living in the house. She was like, and she cleaned her eyes very well. Like, hey, what is she seeing? So somebody is already living here. But then she asked him that, what's going on? No. Somebody is already here. I didn't hear from you. And then the landlord said, I don't have your money here. The person who is living here is my family member. He didn't pay for rent. He's my family member. He did not pay for rent. He's just staying here for free. I don't have the money yet. Anytime I have the money, I will call you. I don't know when I will have the money. I don't know the time. I cannot give you date, time, month, or anything. Whenever I have the money, I will call you to come and take it. Sister was like, like, are you for real? Like, please, excuse me, sir. Are you for real? Like, are you really for real? Well, like, so you put in your family member and you expect me to wait for any time in the year, in the nearest future, whenever, which you don't really know about, for you to refund me my money? Like, are you for real? The landlord was like, there's nothing he can do about it. He doesn't have the money, so what can he do? Anytime he has the money, he will give her back. So whenever he has it, he will call her. It shocked you? It shocked me too. No be small. No be small shock. Oh. Hey! My sister left too. She informed my husband. She called me. She was telling me, I was like, but this landlord at the family, I don't like that. What is going on? So that was how my sister and the husband, they went back there and they repeated the same thing, that they don't know when they will pay. The person who is living there is a family member. Blah, 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 blah. My sister's husband was not taking it. Like, they were so angry about the situation because they sounded so relaxed, so unconcerned, so unbothered. Like, it was not even their business. They don't care. Like, whenever. That was how they sounded. There was nothing like, oh, I'm sorry, oh, this is how it is. So, like, don't be annoyed though. Like, when I get it, I'll call you as soon as possible. So at this point, my sister's husband was not having it. He was angry. So that was how they went back home without the money. That was how we just agreed that, okay, we should just leave them. Whenever they have the money, they will actually call. Could you believe, like, will you actually believe, like, till today that I'm filming this video, we never heard from them. Like, we never heard from them till today. They never refunded that money. They never said anything about the money. They never called us. They never did anything. Like, that was how it just ended. And this happened back in like late 2018 or early 2019. So it's not like it's yesterday or last week. And we have still not heard from them. Like, nothing. The whole of 2019, we didn't hear from them. The whole of 2020, we didn't hear from them. Now it's 2021. We have still not heard from them. Is it? Like, I was so shocked about the whole situation. Like, really? Like, really? Did that really happen? Anyway, in conclusion, if you're renting a house in Ghana, please just follow through the agreement. Do not give the landlord problems, and when you do not give them problems, they will also not give you problems. So just be good, pay your bills on time, pay your rent on time and all that. And if someone is coming to stay with you, you can speak to the landlord, and if he agrees to it, fine. But don't just do it like without speaking to them first. So that really like annoys them. So most Ghanaian landlords are like chill, like the spin test landlord. They are chill, they are cool, they are relaxed, they are okay. But if you give them problem, then that one you cannot blame them. Yes. And please, if you're a foreigner in a land, like not only Ghana, anywhere you are, and you are renting an apartment, please be good. Please behave well, because whatever you do, whatever attitude you display, whatever behavior you display, it will affect others. That is how they will be using that eyes to look at every other person who comes from that country, who comes from that place. So this is just like a general advice. Let us all behave well. What I did too was not nice, without informing the landlord and just bringing my family into the house and all that. That was not nice. So 100% the landlord was right on what he did. And also, we should all try to like just be good and live peacefully. So that is it on today's video. Thank you for watching to this point. And if this is the first time you're coming across my face, across this channel, I say you are welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. Please do not forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell beside it, so that you'll be notified whenever I post any new video. And to my returning subscribers, we cannot go without the dance. My blessed people, my blessed people, my blessed people, my blessed people, my blessed people. Thank you for always coming back to watch your girl, for your support, for your love. I do not take you all for granted. See you all in my next video. Bye.